Howdy ho, Stampers, Deb Valder here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you another card using our Butterfly Thinlit die. It is done with basic gray and very fast, very simple. The other day I showed you a couple of cards that I did also with the same technique. This one today is going to be just a little bit different, but you'll see that it looks like it's a laser cut. It looks like the die was laser cut because it's back into the you're not laying the butterfly on anything, you're actually cutting it from your original card base. So those are the cards that I did the other day. I do have a video on those, so you can go back and look at that. But you'll notice that this one looks like it's ready to fly away. Done basically the same way, just a little tiny bit different. So let's get started. The butterfly die, if you're not sure, is on page 26 of the Occasions Catalog, 2015 Occasions Catalog, and it has the Thinlit, and it also has a coordinating stamp set that goes with it, where you can get a 15% discount if you buy them as a bundle. Make sure you use the bundle price, and you will definitely get the discounted price. You don't want to put them separately because they won't give you the 15% off. So just make sure you use the correct the bundle number, and you'll get that 15% off. Okay, so let's get started. Very fast card. I started with a card base of basic gray, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, and I scored it at 5 1/2. Now what I need to do is to get my Big Shot. So I'm going to grab my Big Shot with my butterfly die, and I have the beginning of the card. This little I'll tell you about this little saying in just a minute, but that's going to go on the bottom of the card. Our butterfly is going to go on the top of the card. You're going to center it because we do need to have, this isn't scrap paper. This is actually going to be our card base, and we're cutting the butterfly out of our card base. I'm going to put my top layer on. Now, people always ask me, why do I have these smiley faces? The smiley faces on my clear pad is because this one I want everyone to know that this is the one you don't cut into. I do have them on here. I do rotate them, but you will notice that this is definitely the one we're using for the bottom base because that one is cut into. So when I use my smiley faces, it's to make me happy and let everybody know that this is the one that I want on the top. I could always take those off, but they really get it. Okay, so if you want to just kind of keep your one set of pads nice so that you can actually see through them, you want to make sure that you don't cut into the one that has the smiley faces on that's nice and clear. All right, and I'm just going to run this through my Big Shot. I'm not going to take the Big Shot away because now I'm going to use my dryer sheets to take off the butterfly. So let me just show you. That's the butterfly we just did. I'm going to pop it off just like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dryer sheets. Now I have just finished up my January clubs, and I wanted to show you I only used these 3, and that was so that we could keep rotating them. But look at how used they are. You can just use them and use them and use them. It's so inexpensive. Throw away that wax paper, get out your dryer sheets. Make sure you do use the fragrance-free dryer sheets because it can be very overwhelming. And what I think we found out, some of the gals were emailing me and asking me why their plastic plates were getting so cloudy and gooked up. I think it's because you're not using fragrance-free dryer sheets. I'm going to show you the ones that I use, but I think you can use any fragrance-free ones. I just happen to use the Arm & Hammer ones. Like I said, you could probably use just about anything, but that's the one that I use. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to take and we're going to put our dryer sheets on here. I do happen to have a new set, and I'm just going to put those onto my butterfly, and we'll just run it right through. So I'm just putting my butterfly there and run it through. Let's take our Big Shot away because we're done with that. And now we have our butterfly cut out of our base card. We have the butterfly just came off, and I'm just going to take and peel this off, and it just peels off absolutely amazing. This time I only used 2 sheets. You can use up to 4, depending on how yours is calibrated. But you see how beautiful this is? There's no little spots in there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And simple, simple, simple. So this is the beginning of my card, and I told you earlier that I have the Love Life here. That comes from one of our free sets. I don't think I told you this. It comes from one of our free 2015 Celebration sets, and this is where it came from. I just love this. I think it's so cute. So now what we need to do is we need to attach this. So if you watched my last video, you would have seen that this is done very, very similar. You're going to want to use, or I do, I like to use our glue dots. And when you use glue dots, this is the best thing ever. You don't want to, they're not on top, okay? If you see glue dots on the top, you're going to have a mess because when you put them back in the box, they're going to be all over the place. So what I like to do is I like to just take and fold this back. They're always underneath, all right? Fold this back and crease it. That's where you know the next one is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my window sheet, because this is what's going to make our laser look hold everything together. And I'm just going to take and put a mini glue dot here on each 4 corners. 2. And you see how I'm just rolling this back and bending it? And that way there, I always know where the next one is. Now if I was done, I would just leave it there, and I would know that the next one is going to be right under this little crease right here. Just a little tip that I absolutely live by. All right, so now I have all 4 pieces or all 4 corners with a mini glue dot. And what I'm going to do is I need to put one more right here in the middle. So I'm going to do that before I put on my window sheet, and that's going to go on the inside where the window sheet is going to go. So now I'm just going to add my window sheet right here. And you want it to be nice and even because you are going to see this window sheet on the inside. All right, almost done. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few more mini glue dots. The one on the top will fit just nicely, so I don't have to touch it. And then the one on the bottom I'm just going to take and I'm just going to roll. So I'm just going to roll that mini glue dot and put it right down here on the bottom of the butterfly. And now the butterfly automatically kind of curls up, but I'm just going to curl it up just a little bit more. And when you do that, it looks like he's flying. You see, he's still on my laser cut card, and he still sticks because of our window sheet. Now I got a couple more embellishments that I need to do on the front side, but before I do that, I'm going to add my inside here, and that's what kind of sets apart the butterfly on the front from the laser cut. Okay. And it wasn't laser cut, I just call it that because it looks like it's a laser cut card. You see, you can actually glue it down like this, and I showed you how to do that on my last video. But for this one, we're just going to let it pop up, and I have one more embellishment. And this is our brand new ribbon. It is called white ribbon. It is like a jute type ribbon, but it's all sewn together. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so you're probably wondering, because there's holes in it, how we're going to glue this on here. So what I like to do is just set it down just a little ways from where it's going to go, and that's going to be kind of like a ruler for me. And what I'm going to do is just take my fast fuse and put it on and stick my ribbon on just like that. And what's nice about this is that it just goes on so easy. I'm going to turn it, lift this up, and put another set of fast fuse onto it, and just lay it down. Now what I need to do, I like to do it this way because then I know it's going to be cut nice and even. Turn it inside out, take our really good craft scissors, cut it. There's no glue on this, remember. I know some of you are gasping because I'm using this, but there's no glue on this end because I put it onto the cardstock. And when you do that, it makes it perfect from side to side. All right? And that is our card. Whoop, one more thing. We need to add our pearls. And instead of putting them on one by one, these string of pearls work out really well. I use 6 for this size butterfly. I'm just going to go in and cut it because you know with these pearls, they're all glued together in one full row. And then I'm just going to take I'm just going to take my paper piercer, I think, and lift these up. I do it with either my paper piercer or my scissors, but if you just see how I'm just kind of pushing them up, lift them up, they stick to your paper piercer. You can also do these with your scissors. And then just lay it down and there's your card. Is that fast or is that fast? I hope you enjoyed my post for today. Hop on over to my blog for all the measurements and the ingredients. If you have any questions, just let me know. I love to hear from you. Take care and have a great day.